Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll Graphy user on Paperform submission. So let's suppose I am running an online coaching business and I am collecting all my students with the help of Paperform. Now whenever there is a new lead, I want to create that as a learner in my Graphy account and then I want to enroll that learner in that particular course. Now as I completely want to automate this process, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Paperform, Graphy. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I am going to take Paperform from where I will receive new form submission, and then in my action application, I am going to take Graphy where this learner will be created automatically, and then again Graphy where this learner will be enrolled in that particular course. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen.
In this video, we are going to see how to enroll Graphy user on Paperform submission, and for this I have created this automation workflow with the help of Pabbly Connect between Paperform and Graphy, and now I am going to make this form submission in Paperform, and if the user is automatically enrolled in my Graphy account, this means the connection that we have created or the automation workflow that we have created with the help of Pabbly Connect, that is successful. So now I am going to quickly open my form in my Paperform. So here this is my form, and now I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is current, my last name is user, my email address is current52@pabblytudes.com, my phone number is this, and then my city is Indore, and then I have to click on this register. Now as soon as I've done the form submission, a learner should be enrolled automatically in my Graphy account. So let's open my Graphy. And from over here, under this learner section, I have to first refresh this page once. And I can see that I have created this current user automatically and instantly. The email address was current52@pabblytudes.com. So this is how this automation workflow will run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll Graphy users on Paperform submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Paperform and Graphy with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to enroll Graphy user on Paperform submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to enroll Graphy user on Paperform submission, which means whenever there will be a Paperform submission, a user will be enrolled in Graphy, which means whenever there will be a Paperform submission, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So whenever Paperform submission happens and an action says do this, then enroll user in Graphy. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Paperform, And then in my trigger event, I have to take this new form submission. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Paperform, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Paperform with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my Paperform account. So here this is my paper form, and over here this is the form that I'll be running, customer contact form. And now to make the connection, I have to click on this edit option. And now this form has appeared in front of me. It has all these fields. On the top I can see all these options. Here I have to click on this after submission, and then I have to go to this integrations and webhooks. Now if I scroll down, I can see this webhooks option, so I will open this and then I will click on this add webhook. So I need to provide the webhook URL which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I am going to copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here, and then I have to select this option triggered on. So in this drop down I can see all these options. Here I have to select this new submission, because whenever a new form submission happens, this webhook should trigger the workflow. So now after selecting this and after adding the webhook URL, I have to simply click on this create. So here I have successfully added my webhook URL. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and if I scroll down, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission in this particular form in which I have added my webhook URL, and if Pabbly Connect capture that response, that form response here in this workflow, this means the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Paperform, that is successful. So now I am going to open my form, and for that I have to click on this edit option, and then I have to go to this share where I have to click on this open. Now I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is demo, my last name is user, my email address is demo987@pabblytudes.com. Then I have entered my mobile number as this one and the city as Bhopal. Now I am going to click on this submit. Here I have successfully done the form submission, and all these details should be captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my Pabbly Connect, and if I scroll down, I can see that I have instantly received the response. The city that we entered was Bhopal. The phone number that we entered was this one. The email address was demo987@pabblytudes.com. The last name was user and the first name was demo. Now that we have done the form submission and received the response here in this workflow, this means the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Paperform, that is successful. And now whenever someone will fill the form, I will start receiving the response here in my Pabbly Connect workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive a form submission, I want to enroll that as a user in my Graphy account. So here in my action application, I am going to take Graphy, and here I have to select this create learners. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, I have to enter the API key and the merchant ID. So to get this, I am going to follow the help desk given below these fields. So to enter this API, I have to visit integrations, third party integrations, and then Pabbly Connect. So let's open my Graphy account. So this is my Graphy account, and on the left hand side I can see all these options. Here I have to click on this integrations, and then in this third party integration I have to scroll down, and then over here I am provided with this Pabbly Connect API key, which I need to copy and paste that over here. Now I have to enter the merchant ID. So to get this, let's open our Graphy account again, and on the left hand side under third party integration I have to click on this APIs, where I am provided with this merchant ID, which I need to copy and paste that over here. Now I have to click on this save. So Graphy is connected with Pabbly Connect and I have to enter all these details. So first I need to enter the email address. So I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. So here I have received my response from my paper form. So I am going to click on this email field, and when I click on this I can see this paper form, and when I click on this I can see all the response that I've received from there. Now I need to enter the email address. So the email address was demo987@pabblytudes.com. And now I need to enter the name. So I am going to click on this paper form response, and the name was demo user. So here in my response I have received the first name as demo and the last name as user, and then I will put space between these two. Now I have to enter the mobile number. So again I will follow the same process and enter my phone number as this one. Now as password is not a required field, for now I am going to skip this. And over here mapping is important, so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to click on the save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. So we have created this learner demo user, and the email address was demo987@pabblytudes.com. Now I need to open my Graphy account and check whether this learner has been created there or not. So here under the learner section I can see that the demo user has been created. The email address is same, demo987@pabblytudes.com. Now that this learner has been created, I want to enroll this learner to a course. For that I am going to add one more action step, and in that I am going to again search for Graphy as my action application. And then in my action event, I have to take this enroll learner to course and then click on this connect. Now as I have an existing connection, I'll go with save, and then I have to enter the email address. So I'm going to follow the process of mapping, and then I have received the response in my Graphy. So I'm going to map the email address from this response, demo987@pabblytudes.com. Now I have to enter the course URL in which I want to enroll this learner. So let's open my Graphy account, and on the left hand side in all of these options I have to click on this products, and then if I scroll down I can see that this is the course that I want to enroll all the learners in. So the name of this course is Core PHP Programming, and when I click on this pages option, here I can see this canonical URL which I need to copy and paste that over here. Now I have to click on the save and send test request, and here I can see that I have received the response. The result is success. Now this learner should be automatically enrolled in this particular course. So let's open my Graphy account, and in this particular course, on the left hand side I can see this learners. So I'll open this and let's refresh this page once. And here I can see that this demo user has been created. The email address was demo987@pabblytudes.com. So now to summarize, we took Paperform as our trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. Then we submitted a form and received the response over here in this workflow. Then we wanted to create the learner, so we took our action application as Graphy, where we entered all these details with the help of mapping. Simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this learner been created in my Graphy account. And then again I took Graphy as my action application where I wanted to enroll this particular learner that has been created in Graphy to a particular course. So I entered the email address of that learner and then entered the course URL, simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this learner been created in my Graphy account. So we have successfully created automation between Paperform and Graphy with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.